Hey, what's up? This is Jerry Fetta here with Sammy Larone for Mini Mogul Monday. Say what's up, Sammy.
What's up? And we got another thing to tell you.
So today, before we get started, we have a very important message from the randomness of Sammy's mind. Sammy, proceed.
I don't know what to say this time.
Sammy's very good at coming up with random things on the spot.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got a fact.
Okay.
I actually don't.
So that's our fact of the day today. Sammy does not have a fact. We're going to move right into our message today. So we want to talk about investing. We talked about investing a little bit on a prior video. Sammy, do you know what investing is?
Investing, like to save money.
That's part of it. So there's a little bit more. So there's saving. So there's something we call the triangle of wealth, okay? I'm going to have my effects guy put this so you guys can see it. It's an actual triangle. So the top is earn. So you've got to earn income. Then the next corner is save. And then the next corner is we invest. And then the investment should help us earn more income. Okay, so when you think about like you earn and then you save, we might put that in like sacred account or we might put that in gold, right? And so that's how we're going to build it up to get enough money to invest in something. Now, when we invest actually at the very root definition of that word, it means to clothe your capital. Did you know that?
No.
So capital means money. So put clothing on your money.
Basically, like protect it?
An investment, yeah, that's one of the elements of clothing is protection. Speaking of clothing, actually, we have a random infomercial. We have some sweet swag for you guys today. So, Sammy, you want to show off your swag? I got some swag. This is the Billionaire loading. And then Sammy has the Sammy Larone version of the Sacred Account Mini Mogul shirt hoodie here. We've got Mini Mogul Wealth Dynamics. Does mine say anything on the back of it?
Oh, yes, it does.
What does mine say?
Earn, save, interest.
Invest and earn interest.
I said interest instead of invest.
So if you are interested in one of these shirts, you can go to store.jerryfetta.com and you can represent the brand and teach people about money just by walking around because you become a billboard of smart decisions with finances. So investing is clothe your capital. So clothing your money. So like we have this triangle of wealth, earn, save, invest. And so one of the traps that people are in today is that they actually are forced to trade their time for money. So they have to go to work. Like, think about what would happen if we just stopped working right now.
Well, the government will take away everything because you're not earning any more money. They'll basically just make you into that guy that you see begging for money.
Yep, living under the bridge, right? So that's what happens for the average person if they stop working. Okay, now, who's the richest person you think of? Like, who's the richest person you can imagine?
Let's see. One of the most richest people.
Yeah.
I do know someone who's not well known, but he's definitely one of the rich people.
Okay.
Grant Cardone.
Grant Cardone. So Grant's actually pretty well known, but so Grant, what would happen if Grant stopped working?
Well, the government will try to take away his money.
So with him, not quite. So Grant has a bunch of investments. So what happens is he has a bunch of real estate that other people live in, and they pay him every single month to live there. So Grant is an example of someone that actually could just quit working and nothing bad would happen because all of these investments still pay him every month. So it's like he gets all these paychecks without having to do anything.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
Except it's still good to work.
It's still good to work, but here's the difference. Okay, so when you're working like the way Grant does, so Grant doesn't need to work, but he does because he enjoys what he does, right? So he's actually just creating. When he wakes up every day, it's kind of like just playing, and then he happens to earn income from playing, like creating and doing the things he wants. So imagine like, like having to do a chore, like I have to do this, I'm obligated, I'm forced to, versus I don't have to, but I want to do it anyways just because I like to. That's kind of the difference. So the majority of Americans, they have to go to work, even if they don't like it. Most people, did you know that most adults hate their job?
No.
They don't like what they do for work. So they go to work 40 to 60 hours a week, and they don't even like the thing that they're doing.
Well, so why do they pick the job that they don't like?
So that's a different question altogether. So why pick a job you don't like? Most of the time it's because they don't think there's a better way to do it. They don't know they could do something different. okay, which comes down to investing. So let's say that there's a lot of things I can invest in. So I can invest in real estate like Grant Cardone does. We can do seller finance investing like I do. We can invest in small businesses, maybe like you see on Shark Tank, right, where they'll invest in a small business. Or I could invest in myself, right? So like you're investing in yourself with personal development. I am too. That's a way that you become a better being and you become more able. So let's say I'm stuck in a job that I don't like. Okay, so the way out of that would be I need to learn a new skill set. Like I need to find something else that I can go offer to a different job that I do like. So I need to figure out like, okay, well, what do I like? What am I good at? And what's the thing I want to learn about and get good at? So then I think, okay, maybe it's painting, right? So I go invest in learning how to paint and then I become a really good painter. That investment's going to pay off by getting me a better job where I earn income doing something I enjoy.
And yeah, since you enjoy it now, you're working more harder.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
And because I work harder, I earn more income, then I can save more, then I can invest more, and I can have this passive income from these assets that I talked about paying me every month. So one of the things that we teach clients that we want to get everyone to is the point of being what's called financially independent. Okay, do you know what independent is?
Like you're, what was it? Like trusting someone, something like that. You're putting your everything that, I kind of forgot how to
You're kind of relying on them. So that's dependent.
Yeah, relying.
So like Bisco is very dependent on us. Like if we didn't take care of Bisco, he wouldn't last very long, right?
Yes.
We have to feed him. We have to scoop his poop out of the box. Like that's Bisco.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dependent. Independent would be like a human being. Like you don't really have to like wipe the adult's butt and feed them things and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because they're independent. So financially dependent means that I have to go to my job, and if I don't go to my job, I don't earn a paycheck, and if I don't earn a paycheck, I'm screwed. I can't pay my bills. The banks and the government take everything away, and then I go live under a bridge, or I live down in a van by the river. Right? That's dependent. So independent is like what Grant Cardone has. Okay, so he doesn't have to do any of those things because he's good either way. And so it gives you the ability to do things because you want to. And the way you become financially independent is you have what's called passive income. So income that you don't have to work for. And these are from investments usually. You have passive income, and that passive income has to exceed the money that I'm going to save. It has to exceed my expenses so I can live. And then it also has to exceed my taxes, the money that I have to give to the government that we talked about.
Yeah.
And if I have that, my savings, my expenses, and taxes are covered through passive income, then I'm not obligated to have to go to work anymore and trade my time for money.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So think about like how big of a goal would that be for someone to achieve?
Well, that would be a very big goal, so you have to work very, very hard for it. Mm-hmm. Another way to begin it is to get the sacred account.
That is another way to begin it. Okay, I didn't pay him to say that, but he's going to go ahead and say it because it's true. Okay, so the sacred account helps you get there because you've got to earn, right? And then you've got to save, and then you've got to invest. So have you heard the old phrase, it's not just what you make, it's what you keep?
No.
Okay, so it's this phrase that's basically saying it's not just how much income you earn, because I could earn a lot of money, but if I waste it all, it doesn't help. It's also how much I save and how much I keep, right? Which is true, but it's also not just what you keep, it's where you keep it, right? So let's say I earn a bunch of money, but then I put it in the bank and they do a bunch of, terrible things with it and pay me little to nothing for my money. Am I going to get rich that way?
No.
Right. What if I bury it in my backyard?
No.
Now, what if I hide it under my mattress?
No.
What if I gamble it away trying to get rich on things where I could lose all my money?
Wow, that's the most stupidest choice I ever heard.
He said it, not me, guys.
Again, this is not advertising. This is just me saying what I want to say.
So that's why we do the sacred account, is just like with the fridge thing. We put fridge into food, or we put food in the fridge because it's going to store it for a long time.
And then it kind of clones.
Yeah, and then we can borrow against it. We can double it and clone the money and then use that for other things. So the sacred account is like the thing we save into that helps us be able to invest more money sooner. And it also adds more growth to all of our investments. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone that really wants to get passive income, but they don't think it's real? It's too big of a goal. They don't think that it's something they can achieve.
So, like the great Cardone says, think 10x.
Okay, think 10x, think bigger. I love that.
Yeah, because, for example, you may think, oh, that's way too big. So what? Just still try to go for that goal. Yeah, maybe you don't make it to that specific high goal, but you still do something, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe you get up to, let's say the goal is you have like this goal that you're trying to do, and you want to finish it all the way, but you think that's too big. So there's two people who are doing this goal. One person, oh, I cannot do this, so he just abandons it all and he still is suffering with the bank and all that stuff. One person thinks 10x, yes. So he tries to make it all the way. Maybe he doesn't. He just makes it to the second. But again, still, he made it. He got more progress. And then he does it again, and now he reaches his goal, and he'll be proud of himself.
Guys, that's all we need to say on that matter. I'm actually going to end it on that note. That was so good. So, guys, that's all we have today. That was Sammy's wrap-up even. That was perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, follow. We'll see you next time.